Dale Jarrett being introduced here. He doesn't just drive a track, he stalks it as we welcome you back to the UPS pre-race show. Delivered by UPS, the official delivery company of NASCAR. And Dale Jarrett's car flying the new colors in today's race. Yesterday's winner, after the wild Busch race here in Texas, Joe Nemechek. No one has done the double in Texas, winning the Busch race and then the Winston Cup race. Jimmy Spencer there moments ago as well. Well, 6 different drivers have won the 6 Winston Cup races held at this track, and if Dave Blaney does win today in the 77 car, much of the credit would have to go to his crew chief. Matt Yoakum has a look at the career of this crew chief, who has an impressive resume and an amazing story of pursuing his dreams.
Chris, over the past 2 years, one of the big storylines has been the rise of the rookie drivers, the young guns. Well, this year, a new chapter of young guns led by the crew chiefs. It started at Rockingham when a rookie crew chief won the pole and a rookie crew chief won the race. The leader of that pack, Robin Booty Barker. Whether it's cruising through Mooresville, North Carolina in a BMW with some hip-hop playing from the CD player or building fast and successful race cars, Booty Barker is one of the more charismatic, popular, and inspirational individuals in the NASCAR garage.
If there was a Jeopardy category called Famous Booties, how many entries would there be?
It's not many, is it? J-Lo flashed up in my mind for one. I wouldn't call me famous at all.
So how does one become a booty?
It's not what you think, but I ain't telling.
Not even a hint?
No, I need my hint.
He's not saying, but people are talking about the job Booty Barker has done as a Winston Cup rookie crew chief for Dave Blaney.
He's a young, hungry guy, wants to win and do whatever it's going to take to get there. So that's what you need, leading you.
Hey, Dave Blaney. Stay cool as a cucumber now.
That cat's going to win a race, Larry. That 77 car with Booty over there, they're going to win a race before too long.
I don't sit down and say, we're going to do good, we're going to, win races and all this. I believe it.
His strong belief in himself helps Booty in racing and in life. When he was in high school, an automobile accident left his star football player paralyzed.
I guess more or less in a simple term, my life was based on the physical. And then the physical gets taken away, so you got to shift gears. And it took a while to get things going back a different direction, but not bad.
But you still had that drive and you were still looking ahead that you knew you needed to go to college.
Especially then, what you gonna do? It's not like I can dig a ditch. I mean, I can, but I'm slow at it.
Booty went to Old Dominion University and received a degree in engineering. After selling tires at a small racetrack, he wound up working for Ward Burton and then Jeff Gordon as a shock specialist.
We always talked about being a crew chief, and he's a guy that you never doubt, because look what he's been through in his life, and look at the success he's had in this sport and in his life, and he's an amazing guy.
After Booty left Jeff Gordon's team, he became the Busch Series crew chief for Scott Wimmer. Then last November, it was on to Winston Cup racing. Booty loves all that goes along with being a crew chief.
Since I'm the engineer and I have all the technical talent, I have my $2 calculator. That's an essential thing.
Pocket size.
Pocket size, which I've never taken to the track. We also have the hot sauce. You need your hot sauce to keep your food, a little spice in it. Naturally, you got your good-looking women.
You're missing one thing, though.
What's that?
You have to have the pocket protector.
Oh, I never have had one of them.
Other than a ramp leading up to his team's hauler, there are few allowances made for this rookie crew chief. Booty works with sheet metal, but he also finds time to pump iron.
You're a big inspiration and a role model to a lot of people.
Explain that one to me. Why?
Some people could take what had happened to you and, I guess, taking the negative approach, and you took the positive approach and never looked back.
But see, I ain't got it that bad.
Yeah.
People have a misconception that I got it tough. I don't. I mean, look at the nice crew we got. Look at this beautiful shop with great owners. I got it good, man. I guess I keep sight on the big picture. My worst day in this is still better than most people's best days.
And there is Booty Barker at his pit box getting ready for the race, watching the pre-race show on Fox. He can smile, Booty. That's okay. You know,
okay.
We're all proud, and good luck today in what should be an exciting race with Jeff Hammond, former crew chief. So you know all that a crew chief has to do, but just by his passion for what he does, he seems to be an inspiration.
And that's the reason why he is right now. I've got so much respect for this gentleman right now because of the fact he does have passion for what he does. He's never given up on the fact that, hey, I can do it, and he has done it, and he will wind up in victory lane before this year is out, I predict.
Texas produced a couple of first-time winners, so maybe Dave Blaney, Booty Barker will get their day today. Booty Barker and his crew have already won in McDonald's drive-through championship, powered by Powerade, and for their work last Sunday, Bill Elliott's crew is the one who took home the weekly $20,000 prize among participating teams. The number 9 crew have the shortest total time on pit road. And of those that participating, those crews involved, Michael Waltrip's crew is in the lead for the season-long $200,000 grand prize. As you get a look at the McDonald's drive-through championship standings to the moment. And be a NASCAR Grand Marshal for a day. Tune into the race at the start here on Fox. Look for the secret number on the animated car. Log on to NASCAR.com or FoxSports.com. And the winner will start the race, ride in the pace car, and wave the checkered flag of the Rock next year. The Via NASCAR Grand Marshal for a Day contest continues later today on Fox. Meanwhile, Dale Earnhardt Jr. hopes today to do well in a race on a track where he has done well. Little Lee won his first Busch race here, as well as his first Winston Cup race. He's with our Steve Burns. Steve?
Well, Dale, this track is a special place for you. Can you win again today?
Well, we got a good car. You know, there's a lot of guys. It's been really close this weekend. The competition is really, really tough. And we're going to have to work on it, I think. I don't think we're quite as good as we need to be, but we're going to work on it all day and should try to stay up in the top 5. It's going to be important. Track position, the aero push, and everything, stay in clean air. It's going to be really important today to do that.
All right, good luck. To win this race, you got to have a good car. The driver has to be up on the wheel, and Jeff Hammond, you also have to have great pit stops.
That's right, Steve. And today, pit strategy probably will play into this race. A lot of these teams are trying to make a decision because Goodyear brought a really great tire here today, and it's only dropping off 3 or 4 tenths. So they have an option right now to come down pit road and get 2 tires or 4. But a guy who didn't have an option earlier this week was Tony Stewart. When NASCAR found a discrepancy in a measurement in the back glass area, he was forced to go to another car. This measurement did not meet NASCAR's requirement, so NASCAR forced Tony Stewart to drive a different race car. Dick Bergman's got more.
Well, Tony missed much of the first practice session, but he got all of the second and third practice sessions in it. This car is not your first choice. Is it good enough to win the race today, Tony?
Sure it is. I mean, all the cars at Joe Gibbs Racing are good. I mean, we don't bring a car that, you know, our primary car is not a ton better than our second car. Our second cars are just as good as our first ones. You know, we just had to get the time on it and didn't get as much qualifying time as we wanted, so we're starting 22nd. But at the same time, you know, we worked on it yesterday, didn't quite get the balance exactly where we wanted, but we kept making gains on it at the end of the session. So, you know, I'm sure we carried on what we finished with yesterday and went another step further, and hopefully it'll be good enough today now.
Okay, good luck to you, Smoke. Jeannie?
Well, Jerry Nadeau, the past 4 weeks, you have qualified top 15. We've seen the fast cars out here all weekend. We've seen the consistency. How do you avoid the trouble and break through this weekend?
Well, we got a good starting spot with the U.S. Army Pontiac, and we'll see. I mean, we had a good car in happy hour yesterday. Obviously, last week was a misfortune. We got taken out halfway through the race, but hopefully we'll last this race. This place is not known for a lot of bumping and banging. It's a single race, single groove racetrack. So if you got a good race car, you can stay out in front and not have a problem.
And you're right, starting from a good spot, going 5th. Thank you.
Thanks. And, of course, in NASCAR, the bond terrific between the servicemen and the participants that we have seen and will see. We talked about one groove, Jeff. Talk about how that will affect today's race and the guys who are up front. Especially.
Well, right now, the guys up front have got a little bit better option as far as picking that groove and getting to the bottom a little easier than some of the guys in the back. Because the guys in the back will feel like they've got to get in a hurry maybe to get to the front, and that would be a mistake. Just need to settle down. If you got a good race car, pick your time and make your passes. I mean, back off a little bit, let it roll off in the corner, set a guy up and make the move down the straightaway. You got plenty of time here, but a lot of guys have a tendency to get in a hurry, and when they do, just like we saw yesterday, you can have a big crash here.
You know, last year at this time, Sterling Marlin was the points leader. He's going to have to start in the back of the pack, and the furthest winner, as we mentioned, was last year's winner, starting 31st, Matt Kenseth, and he came out to win, and he's with our Dick Bergman. Dick?
And Matt, the fastest racetrack we've been to so far this year, do you feel the speed behind the wheel?
Yeah. Yeah, especially the first few laps to run with my car, it has to start off pretty loose to be good at the end of the run. And when it's real loose in the beginning of the run, you still got to stay in the gas to keep going, and it's a handful. So when I get done with my first 10 or 15 laps of the run, I feel like I've been at Bristol for 50 laps. So it's you feel the speed here. It's a fun track. It's real challenging. It's you know, tough to get out there and pass, but it's a fun track.
All right, good luck to you today, Matt.
Thanks, Dick. And again, in the 45 car, Kyle Petty. He has been replaced by Christian Fittipaldi as the driver because of a rib injury sustained. Of course, his streak of 40 consecutive races running at the end came to an end last week as we got a look at that particular car. Jeff, you actually were involved a little bit in their charity, and he found out, it took him a while to find out that his ribs were actually so injured that he couldn't get in and drive today.
What was kind of surprising about that, anybody's ever broken any ribs, and Kyle said the same thing. He said what happened was, and when he hit the wall, he said, I didn't really feel that bad. He said, I got a little bit winded, but I was never knocked unconscious. You can see right here, the 22 car and the 31 got together. Ward got down, hit the inside wall, came back up and hit Kyle Petty right there, almost in the driver's door. And what it did, he said it actually just knocked the wind out. It took a little while to get out of the car, and they checked everything over. He found out he did have a cracked vertebra, not real bad, and he planned on race today. But what happened was when he got back to the track and got in the car, he found out he was very sore right in here, and what he actually did, he had broken 2 ribs on the backside, not normally where the drivers are used to seeing, which is up in the front area. He said, I found that out, and he said, I decided I need to put Christian Fittipaldi in the car today on the safe side, to be smart about it. You see Kyle right there. He's good otherwise.
We wish him well in his recovery. In kart, Fittipaldi's won a couple of races, but not a Winston Cup race. Someone who's won a lot of those and some championships, Jeff Gordon, who's starting up front. He's with our Steve Burns. Steve?
And Jeff Gordon starts 7th. Jeff, assess your chances for a win today.
Well, you know, the last couple of years have been really good for us here. We've always ran well. We've got an awesome race car, and the way our pit crew has been performing, you know, I think keeping good track position is going to be key today, and I think we've got a great shot at doing that.
Best of luck. Let's go back to Chris.
Thanks, Steve and Jeff. And this is Winston Cup race number 2001 as the pre-race festivities continue here in the sunshine in Fort Worth, Texas. And so far in this year's Racing Odyssey, 6 races have produced 6 different winners. We thank you for watching the UPS pre-race show. Jeff Hammond, myself, Chris Byers will be here in the Hollywood Hotel throughout the afternoon to keep an eye on some of the activity going on in and around the track. Our pit crew will cover all that takes place. Larry McReynolds, Mike Joy, Darrell Waltrip getting ready to call the race as we count down to the start. As we get ready for the start of today's race, my sidekick showed me that when you're in Texas, you should always be ready for a wild ride. And I mean a wild ride.
Whoa, man, out there is great. You got to try that, buddy.
Well, I know we're in Texas, but I mean, the
come on, man, you can do it. I'm telling you right now, any clown can do it. You don't believe me? Ask Robbie right here. It's easy, ain't it? Only 8 seconds. Come on, get up on there.
How long do I ride?
Till your voice changes.
Go, ride him, come on. All right, ride him, baby, ride him. Spur it, come on now, spur it. Ride him, come on, baby. Hang it there, Chris. Ride him, come on, baby. Hang it there, Chris. No. Yes, Chris, man, you okay? Hey, you all right, buddy? Hey, man, sorry about that. Yeah, get up. You okay?
Yeah,
come on.
How's my hair look?
It looks great.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Okay, that's all right.
We got you a count. It's okay. We'll take care of you here.
How many fingers?
Count the fingers right there, baby.
17?
Yeah, that's right. Come on, we got to go to work. Come on, buddy. It's okay. Nice ride, though, man.